Good afternoon, I'm Richard with PlexPack. We're here at Sigma. We have now gone from our 6,000 basic band sealer to what we call our 7503 gas flush vacuum sealer, also known as a MAP sealer, which is modified atmosphere packaging. So if you hear MAP, think gas vacuum, because that's usually what we're talking about. So on this machine, we take our 7000 series. We do have our conveyor on it, which makes it a 7500. Same thing when we add a conveyor, becomes 75, or the 500 to it, either 65 or 75. We then add our vacuum gas system to it, and it is now a 7503. So the big features of this is we can either run off of a time, like we're doing, where it just cycles at its own pace. All the timing can be adjusted. So you can set the adjustment, and just a quick example of that. I am going to put a delay under when the machine returns, so the operator would have time to position a bag, 3 seconds. So did you see how that hesitated? Now we can do that. That is part of setting your rhythm for your operators to get their timing down. Other operators really do not need that time. So I'm going to just go ahead and remove it. Now it will come down as soon as it comes back. There we go. Oh, my mistake there. Okay, now that should come back and come right down. So, all right, so we're coming through. Now what this machine, what we can do, we can come down and we can nitrogen flush. Then it will feed in, we can pull a vacuum. Then we could either finish with what we call, many times you'll hear a brick pack, where it's been sucked down so hard, like coffee beans, sometimes they want to count the beans through the package. Or we could give it a burst of nitrogen so it looks like nothing was really done to the bag. Or you could exaggerate that, like a bag of potato chips where it's blown up like a balloon, or puffed up like that. We're running off the servos, sliding back and forth. We have our safety covers on it, top and in front of the operator. Now another thing I'm going to do is now change this to a sensor. Okay, now what that tells us, or what that means, before we were running off of time and having the machine pace the operator, now the operator can pace the machine. You'll see that nothing is happening until I break the sensor. So basically when you load the bag, if it's some, like your metallized bag, your color bags will be seen, the sensor will break. I do have a hesitation on there. And there we go. And it will carry through and retract out. So in kind of finishing, we can start with the gas flush, vacuum, end with the gas flush. We could just go a straight hard vacuum all the way through, or we could vacuum then gas, or basically just gas the whole way through. So it's all programmable, very simply, just touching buttons. And when I say, I don't want to discourage people by saying programming, it's really just pressing and picking your numbers. That's as hard as it gets. And again, like the other machines, the 6,000, 7,000, the other things you're interested in is your temperature, your speeds. We do have pressure rollers in here, so for your heavy coffee bags. This machine is very popular in the coffee industry because, again, they like to do the vacuum and the gas flush. We make medical versions of this where the machines can be calibrated. They will have alarms on them, so things like that. Extra set of heating bars, cooling bars, and that's the 7,000 as you see it. 7,000 head, 7,500 when we add the conveyor, 7,503 when we add the MAP system onto it. Again, heights are both individually adjusted, so depending on the package that you have, the head space, how close to the product we need to get, We can adjust all of that and set the machines up. The machine is programmed so you can store recipes. So if you're a coffee roaster, you do have a 12 ounce, you would put 12 ounce bag, you could put 16 ounce bags, 5 pound, 10 pound, depending, anything really random. You pick, but the point is that you can store individual recipes, come back and just hit the recipe. The machine will take over from there. That's pretty much the 7503, guys.